Well, hey you guys, good morning. This is Shanette. I'm part of Twin Chic, and today I wanted to share my story with you guys about how I was faced with death and how, God spared my life. So I just wanted to do a segment with me just by myself. And of course, Shannon down the line, or maybe sometime this week, she'll be doing her own rendition of a story time. So she'll share that with you guys. But let's go ahead and get started into the story because I don't want to be really long-winded with this. So, basically, this was a few years ago. I want to say back in 2000 and maybe 12, something like 2013 because we're in 2016. One night I was driving to work and I just so happened to be by myself and Shannon wasn't in the car with me. And thank God she wasn't because she would have been on the passenger side. Excuse me. So on my way to work, well, let's get, before I even start that, I get like these feelings or deja vu, I'm on premonition, like something, I felt like all week something was going to be wrong in reference to like me being the cause of a car accident. So all week I kept praying. I was like, God, please don't, protect me, protect those around me, don't let me harm anybody, don't let anybody harm me. So all week I was just praying about that. So on my way to work one night, I just like a regular night, I just got in the car, was headed out, and I made my way down to the highway. And as I got onto the highway, and I was getting ready to merge into another highway, heading to work, and next thing I knew, I felt like I had this light airy feeling like the car that was passing me on my left side, that was the vehicle that was about to cause the accident. And I don't know why and how I got that feeling, but it just came over me. And I happened to look to my left, and I noticed that the car was getting ready to cut in front of me just so that person could make the exit they were about to miss. So that caused me, I was swerving to avoid to get hit, but excuse me, in the process of me swerving, avoiding to get hit, and then swinging back over to my left, it caused me to lose control of my car. That car that initially crossed me clipped me on the front end on the driver's side, so on that left side, and so that also impacted me, causing me to spin out of control. So I ended up doing a 360 all around. And next thing you know, I turned around and I was facing head-on oncoming traffic on the highway. If you don't know, Georgia got about like 5 or 6 lanes. That was pretty scary. So I'm seeing everyone headlights, and the first thing out of my mouth, I look up to the visor, and I'm initially trying to look into the sky, to say a prayer, and I'm like, God, be with me. And instantly, as soon as I said that, no lie, you guys, the cars that I was faced with head on had all stopped in a straight formation line in front of me. And I was like, okay. So in my head, I'm just like, thank you, Lord. And because instantly, as soon as I said it, it just happened. So as soon as and that's within the next few seconds, I'm sliding. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. During the course of me getting bumped and spinning out of control, it caused me to slide across the lanes. So I'm going, across these lanes. So I'm not knowing who's in back of me. Apparently, the traffic that was initially in front of me, they were already gone. And so it was just the people in back of me that now I'm facing forward. So I'm already sweeping across the lanes. And I get to there's going to be one lane before I get to the medium. And I'm in my head as I'm, sliding across the lanes. And I'm just like, the cars have stopped. I'm like, okay, cool. All I got to do is just hit this wall. And that's going to be my impact. And that should be good. And so I'm not thinking that, possibly I could flip over to another direction in traffic, and that could be an issue. I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about I'm going to hit this wall, and that's going to stop this car from spinning out of control or sliding out of control, and then that's going to be that, and I'm going to be good. And so just so happened, as I was sliding across the highway, I actually stopped one lane from hitting the wall, and my car was just resting there, and something told me, I bet it was God telling me, I wanted to get out the car, just be like, oh, okay. But I was so out of my mind, so shook up. But, I was like, I stayed put, and something just told me stay in the car. So I stayed in the car, and a few seconds later, I got T-boned on the passenger side by a black Cadillac. And this Cadillac, from what a couple of the witnesses had said, after the impact, the car had bounced back after hitting me and flipped over several times. So after I got hit and the airbags had exploded, I was like shooken up. I was just like on the side. So I was like this, and then I had my seatbelt on. The seatbelt had broke. So I wasn't, in the airbag that they had came with. I'm going to fix my little hair right there. The airbag, after that came on, it just jolted me around. So I was stuck on the side like this with the seatbelt going like this. But the seatbelt that went across my lap had broken. And so I had glass in my mouth from the impact. So I guess it came from the driver's side as well as the passenger side, as well as it completely crushed my glass window in the back. So I thought they were, after I had finally was able to move, I was in so much pain. I was like, okay, and I just got my mind together. And then you guys, I noticed that my dad, I had a ponytail in it. I noticed that my daggone ponytail was sitting on the dashboard. But that wasn't even my concern at the time. So after I was finally able to lift my head up, and I turned to the right, and I was just like, and I saw the Cadillac sitting on all fours, and I seen 3 people on the side. Excuse me, 3 people on the side of the highway on the other medium, and I was just like, I'm thinking that the car threw them out. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people get thrown out of the front driver's seat or whatever the case may be, or even the back seat. You know what I'm saying? And so I thought, and I thought that they got thrown out of the car somehow. And that wasn't the case. I was told later on that actually they jumped out the car after, I guess, it came to a complete stop. I don't even know how they were able to jump out the car, because little on I didn't even get out the car till the ambulance got there, because I was so messed up. So after a lady had came to me and we were talking, she said, I saw what happened, who caused it. I was like, okay. Got her information, and EMT came on the scene, and they helped me. And my car was totaled, but thank God, thank you Lord, He spared my life. Didn't know who the motorist was who got away, because basically they left the scene. And not going into all of that detail, because my case is still pending. This is going on 3 years come July, or June. So I'm still waiting to go to have a court date just to make it, go ahead and tell my side of the story. And I'm like, come on, like, this is why you get uninsured motorists, and these insurance companies don't want to pay you what they owe you. It's like, it's covered. This is what I asked for. So it's just like, they're trying to hold on to them. It's like, give me what is owed to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grateful to have my life, but I had to go get a new car. Couldn't drive that one. I settled with the other, the Cadillac driver, because they were trying to say that they weren't the cause of it, and my witness was saying that they were. So I went ahead and settled with them without getting into the whole issue, because I really would need to go at the insurance company that had my money, because had I not, and I went to court with the other plaintiff, then it would have been a whole big issue where I could have ended up paying their lawyer fee, and I didn't want to be in that predicament. So I was advised to go ahead through my counsel, my attorney, to go ahead and settle with them, which wasn't much at all. Excuse me. So needless to say, I'm sharing that story because I've never had a near-death life experience. So this was something that was truly life-changing for me. And as you all know, I have a twin sister. Excuse me. And we're very close. So when it happened, you still in shock. So I'm thinking the next morning, I'm gonna be in pain, but I wasn't in pain. The only issue was, like, I couldn't sit up straight completely, so I had to wait a while for that. But other than that, I went to a chiropractor, did the whole rehabilitation. I was good for a couple of months. And I just noticed that, not that I noticed, the whole reason why I wanted to share this was, a lot of times people don't know, I always said, if I ever get into a situation where if I was faced with death, a near-death, life and death situation, how would I react? Would I remember calling Jesus? Would I remember calling God, And then in that quick of an instant, I remembered. And I don't know how that was, but it just happened, and I was so grateful. And He spared me, and I'm here today, and I definitely feel like I have a purpose. I haven't really tapped into it completely, but I know I'm there. I'm getting there closely. So, and then another thing that I wanted to make a point on too, I grew up with twins, like in middle school all the way through high school, and I don't know what it was, but during my high school year, we lost one of a good friend of ours that we went to school with. She was a fraternal twin. She lost her sister in a car accident. Years later, after graduation, I knew another set of twins that we all went to school together as well. And he passed away. So I always had in the back of my mind, like, what if and what happens if this is like some type of, not to say it's a curse, but if you get what I'm saying, like, I felt like that, what happened? I always felt like something was going to happen to me. Like, it wasn't going to happen to Shannon, it was going to happen to me. So I was just like, was this my moment? And I was so daggone worried, like, because all week I had that feeling like I was going to be the cause of an accident. And look what happened. And I was like, good God. So, that was really scary. And then I look back on it and I survived. I'm like, okay, I should be good. Like, I want to be able to, I want to be here. You know, me and my sister have a lot of plans that we want to fulfill and a lot of goals. And, you know, I want to be here. So, I'm just so grateful and thankful that God spared my life. And, so if you guys have any comments or you want to tell me about your story, please feel free to go ahead and do so in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. So, and hopefully this inspires somebody or just reminded somebody, like, you know, all this whole religion, politics, and all this other stuff. At the end of the day, I believe in God. And for those who feel me and believe in God too, just a word of advice, you know, just be thankful for your life every day, because you never know when you might check out. You know, everybody has as they say, aspiration time. But, you know, remember to call on Him if you're ever facing that situation. Because I believe in the power of Him. I believe in the power of His name. And I believe that's what saved me when I called it. Had I not called His name out, I don't believe I would have been here. I don't know what caused me to say it. It happened. It came out. Like, no thought. And the whole entire time I'm spinning out of control, I had Shannon on my mind. Like, who's going to tell her about this whole thing? Like, how's she going to know I'm out here? You know? And, so it was just crazy. But thanks, guys, for listening. And that is my story. And again, I'm Shanette. I'm part of Twin Chic. So make sure you check out the other videos. And please subscribe and like and, you know, comment. Talk to you guys later. Bye.